Hi, I'm Stuart. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back. Thanks for viewing my video. In this video I'm going to do the Bronte Novel Tag for March on the Moors 2025. I was tagged in a video by Pat at Book Chat with Pat 8668. I'm just going to repeat what Pat said to properly credit the creator of this video. The Bronte Novel Tag, an original tag for March on the Moors 2025. Created by Melinda at A Web of Stories. Pat was tagged by Melinda. Melinda is hosting a Bronte reading event this month, March on the Moors. She says this about her original tag to go along with the reading event. To kick off this new reading event, I've put together a little tag to get us thinking about Bronte novels. You don't need to have read any of these novels to participate. And there are 8 prompts in this tag. And I, in fact, have not read any Bronte novels. So, the first prompt is Agnes Grey, a book about women in the workforce. For this, I'm going to pick Natural Beauty by Ling Ling Wang. In this book, a bunch of women work in a beauty lifestyle company, including the unnamed narrator. The second prompt is Jane Eyre, a coming-of-age novel centered on a female character. For this book, I'm going to pick The Poet by Elizabeth Acevedo. The main character, Zayamara, is going into her senior year in high school, and she's dealing with a lot of stuff. A demanding mother who is a devout Catholic and expects Zayamara to follow the ways of the faith, and Zayamara wants to write poems and to perform at poetry events where she can speak her poems. I guess they call them poetry slams. The third prompt is The Professor, a book by a favorite author that's not your favorite. Not a favorite author anymore, but a favorite author when I was a kid was Jules Verne, and I did recently read several of his novels. And what I read was From the Earth to the Moon, and that was frankly boring, and there was no payoff. The ending wasn't very good. So that was an author I loved a lot in my youth, but this story didn't do it for me. I read several others from him recently that did, so it's not like his work doesn't work for me anymore, but this story didn't. And another is of author who was a favorite author of mine at one time, and wouldn't necessarily say anymore, but I did recently reread a few of her novels and did like them. And that author is Anne Rice. And the book for Anne Rice a book that didn't work that for an author who was a favorite of mine is Violin. I tried to read that book twice. It wasn't like I wasn't liking it, but for some reason I just couldn't get through it. I got partway through it twice and it just didn't work. So in that case, I called it quits. One of the few novels, I guess, that I officially DNF'd, even though when I did it, I had never heard the term DNF. The fourth prompt is Shirley, a book about female friendship. For this prompt, I'm going to actually pick a series, the Nancy Drew Diaries by Carolyn Keene. This is a recent series starring Nancy Drew, and it also stars her friends Bess and George, and they always have each other's back, so this is a good series about female friendship. The fifth prompt is The Tenant of Wildfell Hall, a book about someone in a toxic relationship or recovering from a toxic relationship. For this prompt, I'm going to pick Connell and Marianne from Normal People by Sally Rooney. A lot of people thought their relationship was a great romance. I found it quite toxic, and I wasn't crazy about the book either. The sixth prompt is Villette, a book about a character in a new land. And for this prompt, I'm going to pick Boulder, who is the protagonist in Boulder by Eva Baltazar. Boulder moves from Chile to Norway to started a life with her girlfriend Samsa. The 7th prompt is Wuthering Heights, a book where a house or other building plays a major role. For this prompt, I'm going to pick Piranesi by Susanna Clarke. There's a building they call the house, but it's actually this huge building with multiple rooms and made of stone, and there's big statues and a very mysterious building. And so this building plays a huge role in Piranesi. The 8th prompt is Tag Some People. First, I'm going to say if you're watching this, please consider yourself tagged. If you'd like to do a video, please do so. If you'd like to reply to one or more of these prompts in my comments, please do so. I know it's pushing the end of March. Personally, I don't hold to that, but I know a lot of people do. But there still is a little time to do it if you wanted to do a video. But I'm going to tag some people specifically, and as I said in my last tag video, I'm going to do what Nicole at Nicole's Bookish Nook does. And I'm going to give their names, but I'm not going to give the screen names. These screen names will be in the description of this video. I'm tagging Kelly, Nigel, John, Nix, Smitty, Kayla V, Nicole, Justin, Melena, Fred, Flossie, Maeve, Cliff, Jen, Renee, Suey, Philip, Gavin, Nick, Heather, Kevin, and Emily. Again, just if you'd like to do it, please do so. I hope you're having a wonderful reading week, and I hope you're having a wonderful week in general. If you enjoy this video, please give it a like, please subscribe, please hit the bell to get notified when I upload future videos.